Hi everyone, my name is Ausma, and today with you we have Ksaver Šinkar. Hi Ksaver.
Hi.
So a few words about Ksaver. He is a camera assistant, which means he helps. What does it mean actually, that you're a camera assistant?
Camera assistant is the person who takes care of the camera. And as a first camera assistant, you take care of the focus, because film cameras don't have autofocus. You have to focus manually, so you do that all day.
All day?
Yes.
You're changing focus?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility.
A lot, because if you do it wrong, everyone sees it.
Awesome. Okay, so a few other things about Ksaver. He's also a photographer, obviously. He loves and he's really good in photographing behind the scenes of different TV shows and the movies. And he's also a fan of aviation photography. Is this true?
Yes, correct.
Is there anything else that you would like to mention about you as a photographer?
That's it, I guess.
In a few words.
Yeah, I did a lot of different types of photography back in the day, but now I'm just focused on film sets and TV series sets and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a small field, but it's nice.
So how exactly did you find your path in the field of photography?
So, how it all started when I picked my father's camera, a little digital camera, and we went to Venice with school in 6th grade, in primary school. And I just started taking pictures, and I really enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, that is some kind of passion I could have. And then I started dreaming about having a bigger camera, better camera. And I was reading magazines and forums and that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I want this DSLR camera. And I bought myself at the end of the primary school my first DSLR camera, which I was dreaming about. Like one night I literally woke in the middle of the night myself up in the middle of the dream that I had the camera, and I was looking around, where's the camera? The camera wasn't there because I haven't bought it in reality yet. So yeah,
Wow.
that was, I really wished to have that camera. So yeah, and then I started to do a lot of different things, like basically started with cats and bugs and flowers and everything that was around. So yeah, that's how I started.
Mm. How long ago was it?
This was like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, something
Wow.
like that. Probably, yeah, more than that, yes. Something 12 years or something like that.
And so how did you come from photographing cats and bugs to photographing behind the scenes and what you do now?
So the story is that I started investing my time in being on set as a camera guy or camera assistant or something like that. And I put photography on a side track for a while, and I was just like working for productions in Slovenia as
Camera assistant?
camera assistant or camera guy or filming stuff. And then I was on a project, and it was a really long project, and I just I was bored, so I brought my camera to set, and I was just starting taking pictures, and I was like, okay, I can snap some really good photos here. And I started doing that, and the client saw the pictures and they wanted them for another season, and they hired me because of that, and that's how I started, from cats to being on set as a camera assistant to being on set as a photographer. Again, because I really like photography, and yeah, I came back.
And how did you become camera assistant then?
That was really interesting, because I was working on a commercial TV as a camera operator for reality shows, and it was really brain damaging experience because it's like what you see on the TV as a reality show, it's like, you know, it's hilarious, but then you are there with the camera working every day, listening to those guys and to their dramas and everything. It's so painful sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that anymore, so I'll just quit and see what happens. And then a friend of mine called me asking if I would be his replacement on some TV series as a camera assistant. I was like, I've never done this before. And he was like, yeah, it's really easy. You're just like turning the knob for focus, you know, it's easy. And I was like, okay, it's easy. I didn't know what the hell was I doing, but yeah, I got from there to being able to work on pretty big sets, I guess. Yeah.
So talking about bigger sets potentially, what is the biggest adventure you have had in the field of photography?
Yes, so the biggest project, the biggest adventure I had was actually one project in somewhere in Slovenia for a foreign client that I'm not supposed to talk about because of the non-disclosure agreements.
Okay.
So more of that maybe off camera.
Oh, sorry guys.
So I think that the biggest project beside that one for my photography life where I'm now was the first actually the first project that I did as a still photographer on set, which was like 1.5 years long, and I was there basically almost every day, and I was taking pictures as well as being a camera assistant. So that was really a long journey, very many teachable moments and everything. So I think that with that project I really grow up as a photographer, because when you are there every day seeing the same people in same conditions, in same light, in same everything, you are starting to improvise, started doing different things, because you already did that kind of photo. Now you need to learn and to think about how to do different kind of photo. So yeah, that was probably the biggest and the longest journey I had in photography.
What was the project about?
It was a TV series for commercial TV, like soap opera, something.
something.
Yeah, it was drama.
Is there any photograph that comes into your mind from that project that you took?
Yes, a lot of them, because for such a long project you take a lot of photos, and a lot of good one too, let's say. And yeah, the one that comes to my mind is the one of Lara Kumar just sitting there in the waiting room in hospital or something. I don't know what set was that, but I think it was hospital. And she's just sitting there like really emotionless, sad or something like that. And there's a lot of negative space on the top of the photo, and there's a little boom mic on the top, and it's so simple composition, and I really liked it, yes. And then you have, I don't know, crash photo from the same TV series when one actress was lying in the car, like glass is broken and everything, she's bleeding everywhere, and it's like, this one is really extreme, because you don't see that in normal life if you're just walking around. So yeah, a few of them. Yeah, maybe one time we did we were filming at night and the snow started falling from the sky, and we were like, yeah, we need to shoot this. So yeah, we did that, and some really great photos come from that. Because we were outside and the lights were all around us, and
the snow was lit.
Snow was lit.
Oh, so great. Cool. Maybe just quickly getting back to the biggest adventure you had, in film, shooting this project for 1.5 years. Could you explain or give us like example of a day in the life of being such a photographer? Like, what do you do? How do you prepare for this?
Yes. So, as a still photographer on set, you basically prepare everything for the next day, the day before. So you charge the batteries. You had to have extra batteries with you. So then you have to clean the SD cards.
Empty.
Empty.
You can clean them also. So they're shining bright.
You have to clean the lens, let's say, or sensor or something like that. But yeah, okay. So yeah, prepare equipment. You prepare things to get dressed, because sometimes you start filming when there's a freezing outside and then it's sun, or maybe there's a sun outside and there it's freezing and it's cold like now. And you are prepared. Maybe you pack some food or something to drink, just to be sure, because you never know how long the day is going to be, because normally it's 12 hours. So then the next day you woke up, depends on the project. Sometimes you have to be on set at 5 o'clock or something, so you have to wake up at least an hour before that to go to wake up, to eat something, to go to location. Yeah, it's mostly early mornings. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then you go to the set and then you take pictures of actors, actresses, crew, locations, details. Everything that is there, because with that photos production or client has opportunity to show to the others how it was filmed, or they can even use the photos for promotional purpose, because when there's a project, let's say about this project that was 1.5 years in progress, or it was 2 years actually, but I was there for 1.5 years. There's a lot of interviews with actors in the magazines or something like that, and when they're adding photos to the interviews, they often use these photos from the set, because they're talking about this TV show. So yeah, that's a lot of that's mostly the first use of the photos you did on set. So yeah, then after you take every photo on the set you ever have, then you pack your things, go home and just copy them all on this computer, backup, whatever, and then you have selection, edit. It's basically a really long process from the set to basically that the client have the photos.
How long time does it take?
It depends on the project and how much time do I have. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the deadline, because sometimes they're like, yeah, we need the photos like 2 hours after the set is wrapped. So you're like,
you're running.
And you just copy them and just select the best ones and just send them, because you don't have time. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, I had the project when there was like more than a year passed from the wrapping of the filming till the project was on TV. So you never know how much time will you have to do editing and selection and sending the photos, and you will always get the answers. Do you have anything more? Do you have the photo of this guy?
And you're like, aha!
And you have to go through all the photos again and again and again and again. It's a long process.
Mm. And what's the most challenging part about this kind of photography?
The most challenging part is that you're there to do your work, but in reality you're not that important there, because the main attention is on camera, and you need to get everything in camera. But you are the little guy hiding behind the camera, hiding behind the people, snapping pictures. And the hardest part is, I think, that you want to be invisible, and you need to be invisible, because you are you're alone, a team, you know. There's a team of people who are doing video, but there's another team that it's only you, and you have to do everything for yourself, by yourself, and be invisible and not in a way of the other, because the priority is video, not a photo. You are just there to observe. You're like a documentary photographer, basically. You're just standing by and just trying to get the picture that you want.
Wow. So, on this note of challenges and challenging things, Ksaver, if you would need to give me and other photography enthusiasts out there that can hopefully still see us in the field of photography, what would it be?
So, challenge for you is, since we are talking about movies and that kind of stuff, is to make a movie poster from the photo that you like or you're gonna make, right? Mm-hmm. So what you need to do is you have to think about what genre of movie you want to present, what's the title, and how you're gonna portray the poster, how you're gonna portray the movie, what vibe would you get with the poster, you know. It's gonna be dark, it's gonna be bright, it's gonna be happy, what's gonna be there? There's a helicopter.
What's gonna be there? A helicopter.
Yeah, so you have to make movie poster.
Is it, can it be from more than one picture, or does it need to be like one picture?
Yeah. Sure. Because the latest poster for a movie that actually comes in the theaters this month, probably this month, yes. Is also made from a few of my pictures put together in a movie poster. So yeah, that's actually my first movie poster for a movie, not for a TV series or anything else. Yeah, so yeah, you can manipulate the photos together and everything.
Cool, awesome. So, dear viewer, if you accept the challenge, please tag me. Tag Ksaver. We would love to see the posters. I'm excited to do this challenge myself. Yes. I will really need to think right now what's going to be the movie about. And then lastly, Ksaver, could you tell us where exactly are we right now? Where is this place?
As you can see, I hope. We are right behind the fence, so there's gonna be departure. Airport, takeoff, yes. Really? So, yes, this is the one that we waited.
Nice! Nice! The one leaving to Zurich.
Yes. So yeah, we are right behind the airport in Ljubljana because I'm a fan of aviation photography, enthusiast. So yeah, we did some plane spotting today here and just enjoy the view.
Yeah, and there's the airplane.
Leaving. Bye.
Bye, and it's going that way. No, I was hoping it would go here. No.
Nah.
Yeah, it's actually in this airport, it's so little amount of airplanes, like 1 per hour or even less.
It's so little traffic here that you can actually film an interview here and not be interrupted every 2 minutes. Yeah. So from that perspective, it's really good. Awesome, thank you for taking me here. It was great. It was for me first time taking pictures of airplanes in this condition, so it was really fun. Yes. Yeah, it was very exciting. So thank you, Ksaver. Okay, see you and bye. Bye.
So hi there once again. This will be my very first movie poster that I ever make. Thank you, Ksaver, once again for giving me this challenge. And this is how I made it happen, by using Adobe Photoshop. So first, as a background, I took a photo of me and Dylan hiking up Triglav, which happened 2 weeks ago during a sunrise. And the next thing that I did is I basically made the background more blurry by using the blur section tool, and I also took out some parts of the image that I didn't need anymore. Then I cut it out myself and Dylan from another picture and added as another layer on top of this one. To separate us from the background even more, I added a bit of fog. And then, as an additional thing for this post, as this is gonna be a movie poster for a potential movie that will be made after this summer, hopefully, about the hike where we will both be hiking in Slovenia. I took a GPX file from this hike of Slovenian mountain trail, exported it to PNG, and basically added it on top as a layer and positioned it on top of the picture. And then the last thing to add was the text. And here you can see the title of the movie, which is Follow the Ridge, July 2022, featuring two wonderful actors, myself and Dylan. And yeah, the title of the trail, which is Slovenian Mountain Trail, and our goal is to hike it in 30 days. So thank you for watching this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something new. And if there's any other photographer that you would like me to meet and receive the challenge from, do let me know. See you in the next video. Bye.